Good morning, y'all, from Marina del Rey. This morning we are heading out on what is hopefully going to be at least a 3-night little sea trial trip. And so we got the car and we got the cart, and so we are going to pack up the boat, which is back there, and get on our way. So let's do that. I think I most definitely brought too much stuff, as per usual. Okay, so here's the boat this morning. Same as last night, obviously. I mean, at least I would hope. So, one thing we first have to do is plug in the fridge. And so we're gonna turn this bad boy on. We might have to do a little bit of cleaning in there so that we can get all this cheese and, you know, all the refrigerated stuff in it. A little bit of cleanup to do, and also I still have to put together the edge of the reef, or the end of the reefing system. So I'm gonna go work on that after I unload everything. Mangoes, I'm gonna say out of the fridge this time, because last time I did it in the fridge and they never got ripe. Well, this one's pretty close to ripe. One of the best parts about the shopping thing is now I have 4 trash bags out of this whole experience. Before we go, one final thing I have to do is I have to replace this little guy here, because the old reef one was getting pretty rusty. And so I have the new parts, because the reefing system is different now. So I'm using this bolt, and I have one of these guys, not sure the length. And so I got my tools, got the thread locker, and let's do it. Okay, it's finally time to go, and boy am I sweating. It's so hot out here, it's nuts. Yeah. Wow, dude, getting that on is quite a challenge. You have to hang on for the edge of the boat. And the rudder goes all over the place because, you know, it's obviously a rudder. It's affected by the movement of the water. And then you have to slip it up the little shaft and get it in there. And then it'll just fall out until you have the pin in. And the pin will fall out until you put the little pin in the pin in. Oh my God. Dude. Okay, well, I did it. And I only have to do that when I undock and when I dock again. So easy peasy. Now we go. Well, as soon as I tried to put up the Hydrovan line control, it snapped again. And so that's not Hydrovan's fault at all. It's just my fault putting it together. I don't really have a better idea because it has to slip through that and it has to be completely seamless. So I've just been melting them together, but it isn't seeming to work. It doesn't seem like it's working. So maybe I'm gonna have to, I don't know, figure out something else. Splice them together or something. Okay, so we are only moving like 2.8 knots, but look at this, it's so pretty. Yay. There you have the Venice Pier. Santa Monica's down there. We're definitely gonna pass the Santa Monica Pier eventually. Got the beautiful bow up here, obviously, I guess. Sails, it's nice, look at that. I know I'm not quite going the speed I wanted, but we can just, you know, gaslight ourselves into enjoying moving slowly. Because it is very nice and calm. Okay, I made a quick tack and now we're heading a little bit more south, or let's say east-southeast. You can even say that. Oh god, this, okay, you can really see the blur on this here, but that's weird. Okay, a little flashing. But so basically the goal is to cross this shipping lane before dark, ideally. And so we were kind of headed that way, so I made the tack. Neither direction was great for getting that way, because that's kind of the direction the wind's coming from, and also you can't really sail that way based on the land, obviously. So I think my new goal is just going to be trying to get past the shipping lane to the port of Los Angeles, so it's really darn busy. So I'd rather not be there or crossing that at night, so I will try and get past that and then be able to sleep, and then we'll see, maybe I'll head a little bit more. Oh god, you can't really see the thing anymore there it is. So I'm gonna try and be out there, and then I'm gonna try and head like that way towards the islands again. Hopefully it'll be morning by the time I crossed again, or maybe I'll head even farther out and head towards San Miguel area. I'll just keep going. We'll see what happens. Regardless, heading a little bit not in the direction I want to go now to get past the shipping lane. So let's do it. Okay, so we're out here now. It's pretty freaking hot. And yeah, look at this. The hydrovane's working well. Got the sails up. We're doing about 2.9 knots. So it's questionable if we'll be able to get past the shipping lane by dark, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's keep going. And that's how you do a tack. Well, I'm absolutely terrible at guitar, and apparently I'm so bad that I ripped the old guitar string out. So I've actually somehow had a spare guitar string. And so now I'm trying to, oh god. I'm trying to figure out how to put a new string on. It's clearly going really well based on this. Maybe I ruined the string, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. was really trying because earlier it seemed like we were able to go parallel with the shipping lane, but I guess that's not happening because now we're heading this way. I think we tacked around like here, maybe? I don't know. Impossible. But I'm really trying. I'm going to see, look at that, 37 degrees. 36 degrees. That's pretty, I mean, that's pretty much as close as you can get to the wind without losing a significant amount of speed. So that's what we're doing. We went all the way out on 36 degrees ish this way, and now we just tacked, and somehow we're really not doing so great, but it is what it is. The point is to be out at sea. It's fine. There's no real destination. I have to remember that. Besides, at the rate we're keeping up with, I'll be able to tack in a couple hours when it's really night, but that's fine, and then head that way. And okay, so I just made quesadillas for dinner, and now I'm sitting here watching White Lotus, and also watching these beautiful planes lined up to land at LAX. I just think it's the coolest thing. We're healed over quite a bit, as you can see from the stove, and the hydrovan's doing great, but I mean, I don't know, it's not that much, but in the night it all feels intense. Yeah, but I'm also simultaneously looking at the chart plotter that is mirrored to my phone, which is really great, which I've used when I've done night passages with other people before. But last time when I did this solo, it wasn't working. So I had really limited sleep because I had to keep going up to check for my sanity. So we'll see how it goes tonight. This is my first solo night ever using this. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to sleep. I'm crossing my fingers. I just have to finish this episode. And it's 8:30, I've 30 minutes left, so I'm gonna go to sleep around 9. That's the plan. I'll update you in the night, hopefully. I think it's maybe clear already, but my goal with this channel is not to seem very confident about everything and like I know how to do all this, because I don't really know how to do shit. You know, I've been doing this for a while and I have some skills, but it's like, it's intense, and like this kind of solo sailing overnight, it's a crazy freaking thing, and I know there are a lot of people who do it, and it's really, really cool for everyone to do it. And you know, obviously I've done it before, but once, but you know, it's like, it's crazy, man. It's something that most people will never have to experience in their life, for better or worse. And it's like, there, in some ways I really do miss being in my home where I can just watch a TV show and eat some snacks and go to bed in my nice, stable, controllable room. But here, you know, it's like, you know, healing, and that when I'm going upwind at night, when like I'm starting my night and I'm going upwind fast, it feels really out of control, and it's really kind of still scary to me. But you know, I remembered that I do actually have control, and I put in a couple wraps in the jib, and now we're sailing better. So that's making me feel more confident. But it's intense, dude. This is like, this stuff is truly some of the craziest things you can do in this world. Like I'm such a believer in that. This is nuts. I'm really happy to be here, don't get me wrong, but it's crazy, and that's part of the adventure. But it's also, I have to remember to keep myself feeling secure and in control at all times, because it's really important when I'm, you know, the only one on this boat. Okay, so now we have a couple wraps in the jib and first reef in the main. It is 9:12 and it's 16 knots of wind, as you can maybe see. Exciting stuff, but yeah, we're doing good. It's a lot more comfortable, and that's the goal. Okay, so I've been up for 10 minutes. Basically, I raised the mainsail up again and took out the rolls on the jib. So now we're under full sail again, and I also gave us a little tack, this little tack. So yeah, that's our course now. It's not the greatest direction in the world. However, there's a huge line of ships going through the shipping lane right now. That would be quite a disaster to sail through. So we're gonna go this way. This isn't the most fabulous thing. There's not enough wind to be able to sail any direction at all. So we're just bobbing around. sail's flapping. And everything not working. And we're moving backwards. I'm just going back to sleep. It's fine. It's 5:30 and I jibed us, or kind of jibed us. We're now going on like a broad reach. Right, parallel to the shipping lane. We're doing pretty good. We're doing 3.4 and we're going literally the perfect direction. So it's pretty killer. Yeah, back to sleep. Okay, it's truly no wind now. And so we're heading the wrong direction, but at 0.3 knots. So that's fine. When the wind picks up, probably in like an hour or so, or a couple hours, I'll keep sailing, but it's just not worth the effort. I tried for like half an hour and just nothing worked. But I'm drinking my smoothie and doing some work. So, yeah, you can see the sail. It's pretty... It's not much happening. That's okay. Well, this is absolutely stunning now. It's now raining a little bit, minorly. It kind of has been all morning, and we're going at about 4.1, a little over 4 knots. And we're going in basically in the right direction, and it is just stunning. This is a great morning. Yeah, I'm really happy. Okay, the water's boiling, so now it's time to use my rigging knife. Woo. Inspired by Christian Williams. I love that video. Oh, we're really at a heel now. A lunch at an angle. Wow, this is exciting. Very fancy. It says 2 to 3 minutes. So we're gonna follow that. Or we're just gonna taste it. That's probably what's gonna happen. Wow, it is hard to open this right now. Okay, we're gonna have to put a couple rolls in the gym because this is getting a little ridiculous now. Okay, and now it's time to eat my delicious spinach tortellini with parmesan and olive oil. Bon appetit to me. Well, we're passing Anacapa right now, but you can't even see a glimpse of it. But I do see a fisherman. But I don't see anything that looks like land. And how close are we? We're like a mile and a half, a nautical mile and a half. Crazy. But so we got the reef in, first reef in, because it's blowing like 14 now. It was uncomfortable making pasta for lunch. I think I need to head down a tad for the jib, but it's in a couple of wraps too. And head down a touch. Fantastic. Great sailing. This is really lovely. I'm reading my book and look at this. There's a ranger vessel passing a half mile away. Not the faintest sight of it. Limited visibility right there. And we're getting a real flyby out here. Look at this. Indigo Child. I'm assuming coming from the Channel Islands, from Santa Cruz Island probably. Catamaran motor yacht. It's exciting. Look at them go. Okay, so nothing much happened in the afternoon. I was just basically reading, did a little bit of schoolwork, and we made a tack right after Ventura area, and so now we're headed back towards Santa Cruz Island. Yeah, I'm making quesadillas for dinner right now, and the plan is to go to sleep a little earlier than last night. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun reading Life and the Sudden Death of Saltpeter, which is the book I mentioned earlier. It's really exciting. Yeah, I love that book. I'm excited to keep reading it tonight or tomorrow. Yay. Okay, it's time to go to sleep.